we're going to do a quick review. The purpose of this is for myself to remind me that sticking to the rules is important, um, being confident to wait for a setup, and to know that not everything is for you. You got to be picky. You don't trade anything just to make up, just to get to a pass and eval. It doesn't work like that. There's always liquidity in the market. Take your time. This is not the first eval that you'll pass, no fail. So at the end of the day, I got to the chart. We ended off yesterday. CPI was not such a good day, but it was okay in the sense where we worked process wise and we waited for NQ actually put in a lot of failure swings before the news and then it ran off. So that was not a place for us to enter, but we did wait until 9:30, and my rule was that take the hour low either in the 9:30 window, the 10:30 to continue bullish because we were bullish, we had no opposing play, or 10:30 macro. 10:30 macro presented the breaker. We took the 1 hour SMT. I think the break was too large. I didn't enter on it, but whatever the case, I got a second opportunity and then I pulled the trigger. It is what it is, right? It was a PD on the breaker. So I was expecting 4 standard deviation off that 1 minute breaker, I believe. But anyways, I was targeting data highs. A lot of people were. We didn't get that. We came all the way up to 2 standard deviation of the 50-minute breaker, which is what I should have probably left as the first target. But I kind of chose liquidity first, FIB second. But not, I could have taken the FIBs later. But whatever the case, choose liquidity first all the time. So we came down during lunch and we just sat there for a while, and then I took a L in the afternoon. Whatever the case is, it was a process-based day. We ended green, less than what we would have wanted, but anyways, we ended the day, so we come to today. Now, when we ended the day, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, once we open, I wanna, if we take a low, PM low, go get PMI because it's unprotected, or take lunch or whatever, but pair. It is an unrealistic thought because I'm not awake at that time, nor do I want to be at the charts at that time. And so I went to bed with that thought. And what happened was, during the night when I saw price, I waited for the market to open. This is what happened. We come down, we take PM low, right? We create the 50-minute breaker there. Well, we paired first. We were always bullish, but anyway, we paired. We created the breaker and we're coming up. We're taking PM high. We got AM high that is paired, and we reach 2 standard deviation of the breaker. I had also marked out from the low to this digital open 2 standard deviations that we've hit. We've got more that can be done. There is liquidity that's there, but at this point, we paired liquidity. We are bullish, right? Refer to the 50-minute. There is no breaker swing anyways here. This is a 920. That is a 200-point breaker. Ain't no way I'm gonna take a breaker like that. But what I did wrong was I looked at the daily high, and then we had available for pairing the daily low. The daily low is all the way here, Asia low. Me taking an entry here, which I did. I went to the 1 minute chart. I took a 1 minute breaker. I had no idea why I was doing that. My rule is to not top tick or bottom tick. I took this 1 minute breaker here. I didn't take short it immediately, but where's the entry? There. Oh no, this is not it. Sorry. I took the 1 minute breaker here. I'm looking at it rather. I didn't take it. I'm waiting for a retest somewhere deep. I go to the 5 minute. Hold on, let's pause this. Right, I go to the 5 minute. We're looking at a 5 minute breaker that has not formed. And I'm looking, there's a bussy here. I'm thinking anticipation play, get it there and run. Anticipating, no confirmed. We are bullish on the 15-minute. We have a 1 minute breaker. We ain't top ticking. There should be no shots here. I took a shot, I tripped. And at this point here, I pulled out, I went long. I lost 400. I tilted here. And then what price does is it moves, and after a long day, I messed up. I just was missed tilting here. All wrong decisions. So I started off the morning 315 down. I actually hit 400 and I realized, oh, I got liquidated, but I can still trade. And so I should have been out at that time. I should have kept my DLL at 400 and block for the day. It saved me before. However, I waited. Okay, with 300 down, tilted, and I've been doing that recently. Whenever I take an L, I'm tilting to make up a few hundreds, and I saved my ass then. Today I paid a price. So price comes up. I said, let's leave it, go to bed. Carry on. We go. We go long. Asia still high. Now we're reaching two standard deviation of the breaker. Digio got a swing prepped. High again. We're looking for the highs here, 4. And then we got a nice breaker swing, and then we get it here. At this point, we have a breaker. So I see that this is in. The tables have turned according to me mentally. It's on midnight open. 2 standard deviation of the breaker comes to Asia low, right? Midnight open comes to 4 standard deviation. So I'm looking to get this because we've got Asia high. Look to pay Asia low. There's no SMT here, but there is only SMT from the previous day high, daily high here, right? Excuse me. So we're looking to go lower. The fibs do not take us there, but I think I'm targeting this just because of that. Anyways, this is not good pairing, but nevertheless, it is a legitimate entry. There's a 15-minute break. It has SMT daily. We are on midnight open. I think when we got there, which candle this? I took along here a short before 2 p.m. open. Took a short there, and the stop was here. So I talked myself into this thinking that okay, this is a good decision, and I believed it was because I would probably do this again and short this again. I wouldn't be too strict on it. There's a breaker that's in. I bought midnight open, as in I short midnight open, and then if we take it out, that means there's no longs. It gives me understanding that there's no shorts. Rather, I can wait for more information later in the day, and I prepared to tell myself that I will take a loss like a man. However, it didn't happen. So we go up, we come down. I went to break even there. I didn't move my stop. I stayed, making the there we go. We paired, when we paired Asia low, we didn't take this highs yet. I saw we paired. At that moment, I had nothing in me to convince me to come out the trade because I still thought the breaker is going to hold at least to its projections here and then probably go up. Maybe you take a 1 minute, a 1 hour low and then continue up because you're running this bull. But anyways, I get taken out. When I get taken out, I only lose $200. So from 52,400, he's supposed to go to 52,200, but we took a stupid 300 loss early on. So I was sitting at 51,900, and then at this point, I tilted. I said to myself, okay, we have canceled this. We got Asia low SMT. See, I'm justifying the trade. There's a 1 minute breaker on the midnight open. Take the long, but I didn't even take one entry to put the stop here. I just full potted to try and make the top here to pass the account because I just deck of it. Poor decision making, not process, all emotion, all thought. And I lost 1,000. Well, I hit the daily drawdown limit and then I got pulled out. So, stopped out. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, at least the drawdown limit is there. However, if my original drawdown limit was there, I would have lost $400 only. Right? But it'll bring me to this point. Point number one, that all my L days, were pre-market, were pre-London bought trades. No LQ pairing. That's all the L's. Number two, all tilt, not accepting losses. Today's loss should have been fine. Right, it wasn't a perfect setup, but it was a good setup. And I paid the price. Before I'm paying price 400 by 400 and 1,000. And I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding, and I think it's also because I don't probably believe that I played fairly to get here. Well, the one day was a good trade day. I just over leveraged, but it's fine, whatever the case is. We are here. And so this video is to remind myself that um, at this point when I'm looking at the chart, you know what happened? This is what happened. We go down, cancel it. There's never going to be a long day. And then we formed a new breaker and we are here. Right, have a look. Price is going out there. You got London ISMT. There's not a short for me as yet. I would have liked the 1 hour at least. But I wasn't looking for it either way. And I was looking for to come back in either here into the breaker because we didn't want to get the breaker. We did, but after the SMT, I'm looking for that. And there we go. Look at now. We've got two. Wow, this is a long dog dong. Probably because this failed. I'll review this later. But this could turn the table if we close over here. And if it does, then I would be looking for long skis from here. Happy to fade this, knowing that this formed before I got my confirmation to short here. That means prepare for longs. See, right now when I'm looking at the chart, I feel confident because I feel like I'm stalking this prey. I'm analyzing it. I'm ahead of it. As opposed to, and I'm thinking about price and strategy. Here, nothing. Here I'm thinking about passing the eval, making more, making up the losses, but nothing, not even thinking. This is to remind myself that failure is okay. I could have taken just 200 L for the morning, as opposed to 1,000, and I could have came here and be preparing for what could happen to long for the afternoon and to go up here. We could have made all that back and more. We could even paid the PM session, one session. What we're going to do is remember there's always liquidity. Protect capital first. Protect your mind first. Be particular. Be requiring of what you want to take. Don't take everything. There's no need to tilt because there's always liquidity. So on the next day tomorrow when I get back, we're going to drop the drawdown limit to 400 again. And we are not going to trade pre-London. If we don't pay, we leave. We wait. If we don't get the setup we want, we wait for the structure. If liquidity is taken, if there's nothing to pay, then there's nothing to reverse and nothing to continue. We are reversing to pair. That is the goal. We are reversing to pair.